As we all know, for a warning shot to tell us to leave, Superintendent, I think this is the reason Doreen has to go to the war front. Because you have no idea who the enemy is. So let me remind you, Mr. Inu, we are not your enemies. All we came here for was to ask to be given what is duly ours. And I guess that is asking for too much.
For starters, it's impressive. You know, we're all hoping that it will be something that we'll love, and I think that it's a good start. There's, you know, the possibilities are endless. You can see that they can continue to improve, but beginning like this, and the fact that they chose to start with something that has historic significance as far as our journey towards independence is concerned, is commendable. And so it just tells us that there's more that can be done. My expectation was very. I didn't have high expectations as such, but I was hoping that our audience would love it. So it was more like a delayed kind of thing, waiting for how the audience will react. And I'm really excited about their reactions. I'm sure a few or most people didn't think that we could do it, and you know, I could hear some gasps in the auditorium, and I could tell that people were like wowed a bit, and that really gave me some fulfillment. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. That was an amazing job. And then so how is this going to last? Is it a lifetime thing or just a one-time thing?
Well, we hope that it's a lifetime thing. But of course the producers intend to continue. It's an opener. This medium of animation has not been explored at all. The most that we've seen have been on commercials on TV, but for a full feature film animation, it's tough work. It's a lot of work, and so that's from their own. If I could quote them, they're going to continue doing this, but the focus is going to be on our stories, Ghanaian historical stories. So, figures like Yasantua, Kwame Nkrumah, the fight towards independence, etc. They're going to dig into our history and tell these stories that we've read in books, but add the visual to it so that we can enjoy it. And the good thing about this thing is that it cuts across. It's a kind of film that the family can all go and watch. Daddy, mommy, parent, the kids can all go and watch. While we're having fun and being entertained, we're also learning about our rich culture and history. And so, yeah, that for me is key. Well, for one, because this is voice, is dominated by voice. When we're recording, in terms of when we're on the field, we're doing a lot of voice, and it's not like film, traditional mainstream film where you have to see us in action. But this, you stand, you and the mic. You don't have any other character in place. You walk into the studio, you do all your scenes for the day, and then you come back alone.
This is a series of projects that we have. Parables has a national heritage project which seeks to retell Ghana's history using cartoons and animation. We did this because we realized most of the children are missing out on cartoon and their heroes and our history. So we felt like we needed to package them in a way to entertain them, for them to learn at the same time. So it's more like a supplementary learning tool. And so this is the first of about 7 titles that we have. And we felt like taking this particular story to start off because this is what actually sparked off the fight fight for independence and Ghana's gaining of independence from British colonial rule. So from here, we'll have other stories that we want to tell, but this is the starter for that particular project.
Honestly, before it started, I was really anxious to see in it. And when it all started, I was like, oh my God, this is good. I felt so good, I was like, really? Because, starting doing the voice, this is not like you having a script and they're saying action and there's camera and you are acting it, and so the voice corresponds with the action. This, you assuming the role, the character, what it is supposed to do, and just saying the lines to fit in that action, so that whoever is watching you, because it is animated, the person can get that feeling. You understand? It wouldn't be so dry and just flat. No. So that was the challenge with it, but it was fun. Honestly, you have to just understand what you're about to say, and then you say it very well with that feeling, that emotional attachment to the words you are just saying, So it was really fun, honestly.
How do I put it? When I was called to come and do the voice acting for Atipo, well, I decided to give it a try because it's a different thing from my comfort zone. Yeah, and I've never done that before. It was my first time, so I said, okay, why not? I was so excited. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. It's my first time, so I was so excited, and watching the voice thing over there, it gives me some happiness. I feel okay. I mean, it's just that.
The minister mentioned about the support that the government is giving the arts, and I think it is so important that the arts be accredited with their right amount of funding. It becomes part of the curriculum because it is so important for youngsters. It is important for their development, to give them self-esteem, to give them encouragement, to make them think more of themselves, to be able to support each other through drama. And it's one of the highlights for me this evening.
We are in a full house with good vibes. We are in a full house with good vibes. To all my hustlers, yeah, let's do this searching from Monday to Sunday, yeah. Let's Bye.